In a shocking turn of events, San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk finds himself at the center of controversy, as an arrest warrant has been issued due to speeding violations. What's more, this comes on the heels of a troubling incident where Aiyuk posted a video of himself speeding near Levi's Stadium, an area that should symbolize his commitment to the team, not reckless behavior. Where are you watching from, 49ers fans? Share your thoughts on this situation in the comments below. This situation raises significant questions about Aiyuk's judgment and commitment to the franchise. Just a month prior to these developments, the 49ers had voided all guarantees in Aiyuk's contract after he failed to communicate during his rehabilitation from an injury. It's a troubling sign when a player's actions reflect not just on themselves, but on the organization as a whole. Aiyuk's initial apology seemed genuine, as he expressed remorse for his reckless driving, emphasizing the importance of family time. However, the very next day, he posted another video that seemed to mock the criticism aimed at him, which raises eyebrows about his sincerity. Aiyuk's journey with the 49ers has been a roller coaster ride. Drafted as a first-round pick in 2020, he showcased his potential with career years in both 2022 and 2023, achieving over 70 catches and exceeding 1,000 yards in each season. But then came the injuries in 2024. A torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus limited him to just 7 games, and his disappointing stats, 25 receptions for 374 yards and no touchdowns, fueled frustrations among fans and the organization alike. General Manager John Lynch's comments earlier this year hinted at a potential split between Aiyuk and the 49ers, stating it was safe to say the team would part ways with him in the offseason. However, the lack of a trade partner has left Aiyuk in limbo, caught between his past accomplishments and the current fallout from his decisions. The 49ers organization has shown patience, but at some point, the question must be asked: how much longer can the franchise support a player who appears to be losing focus? As we dissect this situation, it's important to consider the wider implications for the 49ers. Aiyuk's behavior could affect team morale and creates uncertainty in the receiver corps. With the offseason looming, will the 49ers take decisive action, or will they continue to give him the benefit of the doubt? The clock is ticking, and fans are eager for answers. Now, let's transition to the next news item, which also centers around the team's roster and potential shifts in strategy.
The landscape around the San Francisco 49ers is shifting, and not for the better, as rumors swirl about wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk's future with the team. With whispers from NFL executives labeling him as untradeable due to his current knee issues, ongoing contract struggles, and communication hiccups with the organization, the possibility of moving Aiyuk this summer has suddenly become more complicated. So, where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments, and share your thoughts on Aiyuk's situation. This isn't just a contractual matter, it's become a legal issue as well. The Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office has confirmed a warrant for Aiyuk's arrest in Northern California, stemming from a reckless driving incident caught on his own YouTube channel. In December, he posted a video showcasing him driving over 100 miles per hour in an area where the speed limit was a mere 40 miles per hour. The backlash was swift, and Aiyuk took to social media to issue an apology, claiming that he would tone down his car content moving forward. He reflected on the importance of family, expressing regret about his reckless behavior. But apologies won't erase the implications of this incident. Aiyuk's journey with the 49ers has been far from smooth. After enduring a long contract standoff that extended into the summer of 2024, he ultimately signed a 4-year deal worth $120 million to remain with the team. However, his on-field appearances have been scarce, with just 7 regular season games logged since that signing. The fall of 2024 saw him suffer season-ending injuries, tearing both his ACL and MCL. Consequently, the 49ers had to place him on the reserve/left squad list, sidelining him through the postseason. Fast forward to this offseason, and ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that teams interested in Aiyuk faced significant difficulties reaching him. This lack of communication could be a red flag for potential suitors. The Washington Commanders have been frequently linked to Aiyuk, but recent discussions suggest they might pivot and pursue free agent receiver Stefon Diggs instead, leaving Aiyuk's future in San Francisco hanging in the balance. Compounding the uncertainty, there's a looming $24.935 million option bonus due on September 1st. With the organization's expectations to potentially cut Aiyuk before that deadline, questions arise about whether this latest legal development will deter receiver-needy teams from pursuing him. The clock is ticking, and decisions will need to be made soon, especially with Week 1 approaching fast. As the 49ers navigate this tumultuous situation, it's vital to consider the impact of Aiyuk's potential exit on the roster and the team's dynamics. His talent is undeniable, but the combination of injuries, legal woes, and communication issues has put him in a precarious position. The 49ers need to weigh their options carefully, balancing the risk of keeping an uncommunicative player against the benefit of his undeniable skill set. With all these moving parts, the next few weeks will be critical for San Francisco. The decisions made here could shape the trajectory of the season. Let's see how this unfolds. Up next, we'll dive into the evolving dynamics within the 49ers coaching staff.
As we wrap up this segment, we turn our attention to the future of Trent Williams, the cornerstone left tackle for the San Francisco 49ers. With a new 2-year, $50 million contract locked in, Williams has made it clear that this deal could very well mark the end of his illustrious career. So, 49ers fans, where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments, and share your thoughts on what this means for the team moving forward. Entering his 16th season in the NFL, Williams stands on the precipice of retirement discussions that have circulated for a few years now. At 38 years old, his accolades speak volumes: 12 Pro Bowl selections and 5 All-Pro nods, including 3 first-team honors. It's a remarkable resume for a player who has redefined the left tackle position. However, this latest contract seems to set the stage for him to retire after the 2027 season, provided his performance remains at an elite level. But let's not kid ourselves. The challenge ahead is monumental. Williams will face off against formidable opponents, including Myles Garrett, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, at least 4 times over the next 2 seasons. This matchup is not just another game, it's a litmus test for Williams. If he can hold his own against Garrett, it could bolster his confidence and potentially extend his career beyond what many are speculating. However, if age and wear start to catch up with him, the conversation about retirement will intensify. Looking at the broader picture, the 49ers are in a precarious situation. With a staggering $265 million quarterback in Brock Purdy under contract, the team must strategize the future of the left tackle position. The last thing they want is to face a transition crisis akin to what happened when Joe Staley hung up his cleats in 2020. At that time, the team opted to trade for Williams, an established veteran who, despite injury concerns, proved to be a steal given the circumstances. Now, the 49ers must navigate a similar scenario. While there's still time to address their long-term plans at left tackle, the urgency is palpable. The 2027 draft should definitely include a focus on solidifying this position, whether that means bringing in a promising rookie or acquiring another veteran. The stakes are high, especially with Purdy's future hanging in the balance. As we look ahead, the question remains, can Williams sustain his high standard of play against the league's best? If he does, he could redefine the narrative surrounding his retirement and perhaps even set an example for how players can extend their careers. But if not, the 49ers must act swiftly to ensure they're not caught off guard. So, as we close out this segment, remember that the future of the 49ers hinges on key decisions and player performances. Trent Williams is still a vital part of this equation, and his journey will be one to watch closely. Don't forget to subscribe and share your opinions on how the 49ers can best prepare for the next chapter. Let's hear from you, 49ers faithful.